guys, Dan Calder here with DanCalder.biz. Listen, I want to shoot this video. It's a little bit about mindset, basically, okay? And releasing your inner superhero is basically what it's going to be. Now, I know that sounds a little hokey, and quite frankly, I mean, I don't really care. What you need to understand, or the first thing that you're going to need to do, okay, in order to succeed in this thing, or anything that you're doing, really, you know, even if it's not Empower Network, is you're going to need to develop your mindset, okay? What I want you to do is to, first of all, congratulate yourself, and I mean that, okay? The fact that you're even in front of a video like this right now, the fact that you're watching this, puts you in a small percentage of people, okay, that are going to go down this road to self-freedom. I mean that. It's the truth. Just the fact that you're watching the video. Now, you may not be in, or you may have just got in, or you're maybe just getting to know me, or maybe this is the 20th video of mine you've watched. But what I want, I don't want to get too far off on that, because I want to talk to you just about your mindset. Okay, just about realizing that there is an inner person, superhero inside you, okay? As hokey as that sounds. Now, in Empower Network, we talk a lot about releasing your inner badass, and this is the exact same concept that I'm talking about, okay? You need to put a couple things in little categories in your head to understand where you're at in this thing, okay? And I know that's all over the place, and I'm going to try and put it into perspective for you, okay? What you need to do is, first of all, just realize that you are in an upper echelon of people, that just the sheer fact that you're doing this, okay? Whether you just got in or you're about to get in, it doesn't really matter, okay? The fact that or if you're just researching at this point, you're entering into a different small percentage of people that do this for a living, okay? It's very, very small. You're not going to get support from your friends and family, okay? Probably not, okay? It's probably not going to be something you're going to get a lot of pat on the backs from your friends. Nobody's going to understand what it is that you're doing. The hell with it. Who cares, okay? Another breath of fresh air, maybe you came from another company, or maybe you're involved in another company right now. We don't want you to talk to your family and friends. We're not going to preach that, okay? The reason that people do that in the first place from other companies is because they don't have any faith in your ability to market or succeed, okay? That's the cold, the hard, honest truth. The reason that people want you to get your friends and family is because they feel like they've got you for 2 to 3 weeks to 2 months to 3 months, okay? And while they've got you, they want to squeeze every little dime they can, which is what your network of friends is in their eyes, in their perspective. We don't look at it that way. I don't look at it that way. I see you as a marketer, whether you are or not. You have the potential, okay? That's why I want to impress upon you this one little box, okay, is that you are doing this. Wherever you are at in your journey, you're watching this video. You're making progress, okay? Now, put in one little box the fact that you are doing this, okay? The fact that you're just going down the road. Put that in the little box, okay? Now, when it comes to Empower Network, okay, when we come to your earning potential and just the power of it, this is another little box I want to discuss. Okay, there's the things that we can prove are simple. Okay, I both want to talk to you about this, you know, from a mindset of, you know, wherever you're at in your journey, you need to keep this in mind. Or if you got in and you reach struggle, that's what I'm really trying to get at. Is it either to the folks of you that are in and maybe you've had a little success or whatever, you've reached a stumbling block. What I want to talk to you about is how to get over the stumbling blocks, okay? You need to have a core set of things that you realize and know to be true to push you forward, okay? The things that are going to keep you, you know, the ability to turn that computer on at midnight and instead of go to sleep and put another hour into your blog or something that you're always constantly moving forward, okay? Now, that's one little box, okay? Is it just you are a marketer, okay? What you are is a marketer, and that is what you are. I mean, as goofy as that sounds, you just need to realize that, because if you don't have that, okay, if you don't have that, and if you're looking at this video as, you know, why hasn't he got to the point, is I want to tip a strategy, I want to know how to get these leads. That's all down here, okay? I've got that in my private course, I've got that on our VIP group on Facebook, and God knows that's all involved in the program, in the Empower Network itself, okay? Go to whatif25.com if you're catching this from nowhere, if you want to see what I'm talking about. So, where we're at now is talking about, you know, what Empower Network is, okay? What the strength and the capability of it is. Again, we don't ask you to talk to your friends and family because we don't need them, okay? They will come to you later. When the checks start rolling in, they're going to start asking you, okay? That's a much better way to approach it, which is really, bottom line, how we want you to approach everything, okay? The people are going to come to you, which is marketing. This isn't sales, okay? There is an aspect to sales, and if you want to jumpstart your income, go out there and sell. Go ahead and talk to people into this. There's no shortage of reasons why you could talk people into this. But marketing is a whole different animal. Marketing is putting the information and in this network, you don't even put forth the information other than in your blog. All you do is drive traffic to the lead capture pages. Okay. Again, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. But the other box that I wanted to discuss before we move on, okay, you've got your personal knowledge, what it is, what you are, what it is you're going, what you're doing. Okay, you've got to have it. Okay, the second thing is, am I involved in the right company? Well, let's go over a couple facts that are indisputable or provable. Okay, Empower Network is currently, I haven't looked it up in a couple of days, but we're about, if you know what an Alexa ranking is, if you're brand new to the sport of marketing, or you know, for lack of a better term, Alexa rankings are the crown jewel, or they're the go-to of where you go to look up to see how a website is doing. I mean, all websites. I'm not talking about certain ones. I'm talking all websites. We're ranked 234th, I think, right now in America. Okay, it's every single day. We are the 234th most trafficked website in America. Globally, we're about 510, 520th. Okay, 234th most trafficked site in America every day. Globally, 510th or 20th. Okay. Now, some of the ones we can, just to give you a perspective, Travelocity.com, we beat every day. NASA.gov, Dell.com, I said Travelocity, what else we got? I wrote it down actually, CNBC.com, Politico, Fandango, I can go on, but you've heard of these sites, right? The point I'm trying to say is, if you heard of CNBC, if you heard of NASA.gov, well, we kick their butt every day. Okay, that's the kind of power you're going to have. That's something you can prove both to yourself and to your prospects. It's just not something you can argue about. Okay, we've got a massive internet power. Okay, the other thing that you need to look yourself in the mirror, your prospects, or what you got to remember is that we are turning brand new in the door marketers. Every 3 days, we're creating a six-figure earner. Okay, that's not saying that some guy earns 6 figures every 3 days. That's saying a brand new person becomes a six-figure earner. Okay, every 3 days, we create a brand new one. Now, these are numbers you don't see anywhere else, and certainly not in a job. And I challenge you to find one. There's some good network marketing companies out there. I'm not here to bash them because there's a lot that I actually love. Okay, but they're not. Nobody's going to pay you 100%. Okay, if you've been around the game a while, one of the most common things you ever heard is buy three or get three and you're free, or something. You know, however they put it. You do one here and you're in. Okay, you get in. And you sell one package, and you're already in profit. Okay, you've already paid for it. One, just one. And actually, that one is likely, you know, you're in profit. Okay, there's so much more to it. Is why I stumble a little bit, because I just don't want. I'm not going to go off on a compensation plan. You can find that on my website. You can find that anywhere. There's nothing to hide. Also, we are the only one that puts our full income disclosure everywhere. Okay, I mean in real time. Okay, how many companies do that? We want you to know. We're not hiding our incomes from you. We want you to know it. We're proud of it. Okay. Another thing. What was the other one of the things I want to talk to you about? Is just, you know, the general thing is about this video before I leave you, because I tend to ramble. You can probably already tell. But it's just your mindset. There's certain things you just need to put in your head and realize, because there's not going to be a lot of support out there other than in our community. And if you choose to get in and not plug in, if you don't get on the Monday night calls, if you don't get in our VIP group, if you don't read the emails, you know, if you don't do the training that you just paid for, then you're not connected. And I'm telling you, if you don't get connected, you're dead in the water. Okay? What I guess I want you to do is realize that if I can leave this whole video with one thing, okay, it's there's a reason that I named my group, my training group, Ninja Underdogs, because it encapsulates our whole vision, really. But that's our group. That's the one you'd be joining. That's a training site that I've got plenty of videos that I'll just give to you. How to get leads now, how to get your blog set up, how to get ranked first on page on Google, how to make videos. There's a bunch of stuff on there. See, I lost track of my thought now. Where was I going? It's just if the one thing I can leave in this video is that you've got to change your mindset, the whole Ninja Underdog thing. You're coming in from a place you didn't want to be. Okay, you're going to a place you do want to go. So you need to change, correct? Because what you did before wasn't working. Okay, if it was working, you wouldn't have got in front of this video. You wouldn't have put your email in the box. You wouldn't have joined a life-changing company. Okay, and God bless you. Thank God you did, because your job is just not going to pay. What this is, plus there's no job security. I don't care what your job is. There's no true job security. I'm not going to go off in politics or current events, but my God, are you looking around? Just know God, and, you know, and the amount of leaders that are getting in every day, there's nobody inside or out that can argue any of the numbers any which way you look at it. I mean, there just isn't. And as far as what you do when you get in, okay, if you're worried about what you do when you get in, guys, just you pick a strategy. There's $100,000 a month earners that are going to learn things. I mean, this happens. This just happened this week. $100,000 a month earners. Just get your mind around that. $100,000 a month earners. A month, guys. Can that kind of numbers change your life? $100,000 a month. And there's more. The people make more than that. But my point is there's $100,000 a month earners that get on the same live training calls that you're going to have access to, or do have access now if you already joined, that will tell you after the call is over or the webinar or whatever that they just learned something that's going to explode their business even more than it already is. They learned something. There's no way for you to go out there and learn all the stuff that we have brought in one spot, because it's not possible for one person to know it all. The internet hasn't been around that long, guys. Okay? I mean, we've got hundreds of years of internet experience in a medium, the internet, that hasn't been around for 30, 40 years. Okay? And when I say that, I mean there's so many people that bring their breadth of knowledge, and we're all sharing it because what we're doing is changing the damn world. 100% commissions has not been done before. Again, I jump around, but I'm trying to get you into a mindset of whatever you did for a living. I mean, God bless you if you like it, but again, you came in front of this somehow. Believe in what you're doing. You can't. There is no, in my eyes, I don't see how you can find it. It just doesn't exist. There's no logical way. I don't care, if what I was trying to get at there is if you're one of the people that had your colors done, and I don't mean that in a fashion. See, I don't even know what I'm talking about there, but I mean when you have your personality profile is what I'm getting at. There's no personality profile who gives this an honest look. Who gives it an honest look? There's the one caveat. That's the one asterisk. There's no one personality profile that can find a way that it doesn't work. Okay? Now, there's one way it doesn't work is if you don't do anything. That's it. But the people that don't do anything are the people that don't believe. And the people that don't believe are the people that haven't got this whole thing that I'm rambling about right now figured out. Okay, that's why I'm wearing this goofy thing with a this was my hero as a kid. A lot of people like Batman. If you don't know who this is Green Lantern. I'm not going to go off on superheroes, but that was just one of my favorites when I was a kid. So I have the T-shirt. So I'm dressing this up just to give you a physical idea that inside you, man, inside your woman or female. I'm not very politically correct. Screw political correctness. But you're here, okay? Just even if this is your first foray into the network marketing thing, you're watching this video, you're in. You just put your toe in the door. Keep going, okay? The freedom of having checks come in, it's undescribable. It changes who you are. It changes how you walk down the street. It changes how you think about everything. It does. And you can get there with just some work ethic, okay? But you are just like everybody else, okay? You'll work. You go to your job every day because you have faith that you will have a check at the end of that. I mean, really, isn't that what it boils down to? I mean, for some of you, that's a love, but the vast majority of it, it's not a love of your job that you go for. Hopefully, there's people there that you enjoy. Again, we get back to you're not in front of this video for any of that stuff, though. But I lost my train of thought there. Damn it, I had a point. But I better just wrap this up anyway. But I think, hopefully, as I've shot this in different angles, is that if you believe in yourself, and if you know that it works, and the simple way to know that it works is to look at examples of all the people doing it, myself included. I've made thousands. We had a guy, God, I can't think of his name because he just got in. I hadn't heard of him prior. I can't think of his name. But he made $700,000 his first month. $700,000 his first month. He hit $1 million, I think, at day 40 or 45. Okay, they made $1 million. Now, granted, this is a good marketer. I think he had a solid, size list. He did have a solid size list, but that's not the point. I mean, and he's the record breaker at this point, but he won't be for long. He won't be. Somebody will break that record. Okay. Again, there's probably some grand way I should wrap this up, guys, but I hope you get, as I ramble back and forth, know who you are, know the vehicle that's going to get you there. And then just drive the damn car. I was going to say there's a third step, but there really isn't. I mean, there really isn't. You got to have a solid system. There's a lot of knowledge, again, that you have to have for this. So you can believe this all day long. But to have this, join somebody that's done it. Join somebody that got frustrated with the fact there's a reason we're blowing up. I'm not going to get too much farther into it. There's a reason we're blowing up, okay? And it's because of where we were formed, the genesis of it, how it was formed. It was formed because we're sick of all the crap that you on the other side of that screen are probably sick of. If you could just take a leap of faith, a $25 leap of faith if you're not in. And if you are in, don't just buy it and think it's this thing that's just going to feed you money. I mean, nothing works like that, okay? You will give you a Maserati, drive the damn car. Don't just buy the car and look at the keys, okay? And if you're not in, $25, boy, opens that door to a Maserati. I mean, it just does, okay? Look at everything that we've done. In 13 months, $30 million in 13 months. We're about to approach our 100,000 member. We're in the low 90s, I think, right now. We've just had a guy break $1 million in 40 days. I've been marketing before I joined Empower Network, and I'd had some success, but not like this. There's the woman in Australia that's got the spine disease. I'm so bad when I'm on camera coming up with people's names, but God, what's her name? Anyway, she can't get up. She literally cannot get out of bed, and she's at, I think, $35,000 a month right now. Okay, her whole life has changed. She's working out of a bed, guys. There's and I'll just give you one more example because there's just so many of them. But there's a 16. I have a world map on my wall. And he's in the Malaysian area. And he was like 16. He's not a was. And he got to, I believe, $15,000 his first month. No, he had to partner with his dad because he was like 16 and a half. In Malaysia, okay? In Malaysia. I'm not in one of the Malaysian areas. I'm not sure when I say that, Indonesia. I just don't remember which country it was from. But example. And these are people, they don't have access to, if they can do it, guys, if I can do it, okay? If this many thousands of people can do it, you can do it. Just have A and B, okay? Know who you are, believe in who you are, and grab a good car, okay? There's no shortage of proof that the car is the best. Rock and roll, guys. Take care. Happy marketing. Peace.